Hello and welcome to a different kind of video. So today I'm going to be talking about F1 Twitter, and it's a very mixed bag. Something what is good, something what is negative. Is it for me? And what is it like as a whole in my own experience after 1 year? So, why I joined F1 Twitter? I joined it because I'm like, well, every F1 fan, really, so most F1 fans. So I joined it because I didn't have an F1 following. I believe it was Matt Gallagher from WTF1 sent out a tweet saying, add people who like this video, because whoever likes this video is a part of F1 Twitter, and, engage with each other. So I decided, well, I basically have no followers in F1 whatsoever. I follow the teams. That's about it. So I thought, I'll join it. Why not? Let's add people. People add me back. All is well. My first impressions of F1 Twitter was good. We made group chats. We made, a lot of fun posts. What are still happening now. And as a whole, my first impression was, this is exciting. I've gained a lot of followers. I'm following a lot more people. And all is well in the world. This was before racing actually started in the season, so all was well in the world. Yeah. So the positives what have been made from this are the people I have met. People like Meg, who is probably the biggest Antonio fan I've ever known, or biggest fan of anyone I've ever known. She doesn't take it to the crazy level. Sometimes there is crazy level, like weird Giovinazzi pants, what has got his face covered in it everywhere, what is interesting, but she also makes fantastic fan cams of F1 in general, and an alright down to earth person. Then we have Katie. Katie is new to F1, she was new to it last year. British touring cars, on the other hand, and a certain Tom Ingram, she's not very new to. She's very insightful on British touring cars, and definitely a big Tom Ingram simp, I have to say it. But she's amazing. She actually does amazing blogs on another person's blog channel, what I'll mention in a minute. And Friends for Life Easy. Then there's Elsa. Elsa is from the Netherlands. Elsa is easily a Max Verstappen fan, but obviously from the Netherlands, and him being now, a champion, the first ever champion of the Netherlands, obviously going to support him, and a big troll. She's an amazing photographer as well. Love it when she trolls people. She puts people in their place when they need it. Then we go on to Shamey. Yeah, Shamey. Then troll. He likes to get a kick out of people. He wants that whole interaction of, I'm going to make you annoyed, but he tries to make it funny. Sometimes it's too far, sometimes it's funny. Mega Wolves fan, so we have a lot of banter about that, because Wolves suck. Sorry, Jamie had to say it. And then AJ. So AJ, but also known on Twitter as Feel the Drive. He has his own YouTube channel, mostly about motorsport sort of content, like karting. He's a lot of karting videos, and also a hell of a lot of videos on BMW Z3s. He likes his BMW Z3s. But was one of the main reasons I also got into YouTube. Then you go on to Carol, again, another big inspiration into YouTube. And when she started, it was all fresh. So there's also that. And these people, even though I probably don't talk to some of them as much as I used to, because I'm not in F1 chats anymore, they're friends what I'll still have forever. Then there's others, like there's various others. What, if I went into an entire list, this video would be 20 minutes long, probably more than that. But they're the positives. The positives are the friends I've made, and I would say that's the only positive I've got, is the friends I've made. Everything else, what we're going into the negatives now, is a negative for me. Because there was so much drama. especially last season. I probably joined it on the worst season to join it. But there's so much bitching, there's so much, you're this, you support this driver, you're irrelevant because you support a driver what's at the middle of the grid or at the back of the grid, you're not a Hamilton or Max supporter, so you're irrelevant. A load of bollocks. There was so much bollocks. Don't get me wrong, with the positives, there's a big community of positives. But in the 1 year I joined it, there was so much negative. There was men pretending to be females to try and get pictures out of females. There was literally death threats to certain people because of who they supported. They were, you're irrelevant because blah blah blah. There's a lot of drama and bitching. Literally, if you go on F1 Twitter, there's some new drama every day. And you can't miss it. You literally cannot miss it. So for me personally, it's not for me. And I think this year is the year where I will be leaving F1 Twitter. I'm going to keep the people who I talk to the most on my, still talk to them every single day like I do now. But I think I'm leaving F1 Twitter because, I won't lie, I don't enjoy the sport anymore. And last year, fine, there was a lot of things wrong with the sport, what I'll probably make a separate video on. But I won't lie, towards the end of that season, I did not give a crap. I gave up wanting to watch. There was so much bitching, so many people calling people fucking all this horrible shit under the sun over a sport. I've watched this sport since 1998. And yes, I'm old, but I was 5 years old. But I'm still old. I'm 28. But due to that fact, I won't be adding or joining anyone else on F1 Twitter this season. What sucks? Well, it's just mostly negative. It's not much positive on there. In my own personal opinion. This isn't fact. This is just my opinion. This is what I felt. So, to break it off, F1 Twitter, is it for everyone? No. It's for a certain people. There are so many positives on there. But after this last year, I think the negatives outweigh it. So, if you have enjoyed today and you enjoyed today's video, let me know. I'm probably going to get a lot of stick. What is fair enough, but this is just my opinion. This is my way of viewing it. So, if you have enjoyed, please leave a like. I know I'm probably going to get some dislikes. Well, it's fine, fair enough. But if you don't like what I said, let me know down below. Let me know what I am missing from the F1 Twitter community. And with that, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.